Okay, for this demonstration, I've taken a student's paper from years ago that was just on my computer for some reason, and I've stripped away all of the formatting and just left it bare bones like this. So I doubt that yours is quite this stripped down, but it's probably something similar unless you've done some formatting to it. So the first thing that I need to make sure is that that I have a header. And so I'm going to go up into this area and double click. And when I do that, it opens up this header space. And then I want to insert a page number, and I want that at the top of the page and on the right. So I'm going to click on that one. And then I just click to the left of it, and I'm going to type my last name. And for the sake of this, so it's not confusing to have my same name, I'm going to say that my last name is Matthews if I'm the one who wrote the paper. Okay? After I'm done with that, then I can double click anywhere back down in the text, and I can go back there by double clicking. One thing I do want to make sure of is that this is in Times New Roman 12, because eventually that's what I'm going to want my paper to be in too, so we don't want those to be different. And I'll double click down here. Next thing that I want to do is I want to add my heading, and that looks something like this. So if my name is Chris Matthews, I'm going to write my name, and then I am going to put my teacher's name. So if I'm in college, maybe they would want me to call them professor or something like that. You could put Mr. Robbins or just Robbins for me. And then this class is English 9A, and let's say I'm in period 2. And then MLA wants you to write the date in European format. And that means the date first, so if today is the 12th, and then the month, which is December, and then the year, and then I'm done. And then the next thing I need is a meaningful title. So, I don't want to put something boring. I don't want to just state my thesis statement or anything like that. I want to give it something creative. And this student originally, because this is an essay about gambling in Washington State, he called it Betting on Washington, which is a great title. Okay? Then I need to make sure that all of my paragraphs, I would highlight all of my body paragraphs, like, I don't know, like that. I would highlight all of those, and I would make sure that under the view setting that the ruler button was clicked, so I can see this ruler up at the top, and then I would pull that over so that all of my first lines in my paragraphs are distinguished by being indented. So that's done. And then I'm going to click on Home again, and then I'm going to select everything. And the way that you can select all of the text is by hitting Control A, and that highlights all of the text. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it that I don't want it to do any auto formatting, because I would imagine that some of yours have like an extra space in between paragraphs and everything. But when I click on this no spacing, it really does strip it down to the bare bones. Okay, and that's what I want. And then I can put it in double space, and then it is uniform all the way down, like I said. Oh, when I clicked that no spacing, it also took away my indented first paragraphs. So I have to go back and do that. I would select all of my body paragraphs and then go up into the ruler and again pull that over. Okay. And notice how now it's in Times New Roman 12. My heading is all is all double spaced, which is what it should be. I'll click on my title and center it. So now that's centered. It's not bold. It's not in a different font. It's the same size. Everything is uniform. And this is MLA format. This is the way that it is supposed to look, and this is how your paper should look.